All right, I think this thing's back on. We haven't done it in so long. What's up, crew?
Live.
We are officially live. It's been
A minute.
hot minute. 4 months
of
hot minutes. We're officially back in the YouTube scene. We forget that there's a world of people that watch YouTube that don't have Instagram. So you may have thought we just fell off the face of the earth.
And we kind of did.
We did for a bit. We did for a bit. So if you are following us on Instagram, you would have seen all the stuff we've been up to. If you are just tuning in on YouTube for the first time in 4 months, and this is the first time you've seen us at all in 4 months,
hi.
Background's going to be slightly different. We upgraded, got a new warehouse space, basically started a whole new business that scaled very quickly for us.
Not terribly far from what we were already doing.
No, and we were already doing it in like the last episode we did was a live talking about the prep center. So the prep center grew way quicker than we thought.
Yeah.
So we had no choice but to get out of our old space. The layout in that place, you guys saw it had like this shop set up. It had an upstairs. None of that worked for prep center. So we did get a new 2,000 square foot spot in town here. Way better. Yes. And much brighter. The old place was just, there was no lighting in there at all. We're kind of tucked away in this corner. This is actually bad lighting because we have we have 2 warehouse doors now. The main one that lets all the sun in is closed because there's highway traffic and we don't want it to catch the sound. So we're back. How are you guys? How's everyone been? Let's chat.
No one is going to be on this call because everyone's like,
I know, they're like, what happened to these guys? We're done. We're done. Hey, Adam said we look just like this couple you used to watch on YouTube a while back.
That's funny. Charles said that somebody on waiting in the waiting room or whatever was like, I Googled you guys to make sure nothing happened to you.
We are alive and well,
we're
my friends.
fine. Everything is fine.
We are alive and well.
We have just been really busy. It's been like, you know, when you start something and you're like, oh, this will just take up a few hours of our time every week. And it really did. Sorry.
That was a loud one.
Yeah. We have a busy road right next to us. You know, it did just take up a few hours of our time at the beginning, to be fair. But now we're both doing like, I think you're close to, I was adding it up. I'm pretty sure you're close to a 70-hour week.
You were adding my hours? Are you timing me?
Yeah, timing you.
Between everything, I'm probably 60, 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm close to 40, I would say.
Yeah. And we knew this going into this whole world of what can happen if we scale the prep center side at the same time, still working on our own Amazon account. eBay took a huge back burner. We're, as of this week, working on eBay again. We haven't done a listing in 4 months.
It's like giving our eBay store CPR right now. Just like, okay, we'll just do some compressions. we'll just turn on some ads, or like it's bad. It's
been a whirlwind of a few months. I'm sure it has been for everyone. So that's kind of what we've been up to. Got the new warehouse space, so that soaked up a ton of time just moving. Yeah. This wasn't just like move our stuff into a new warehouse space. This was our chance to start fresh. I mean, we were in the old warehouse space for 2.5, almost 3 years. So we had 3 years of just buying and not really listing all of it. So we had at least half of our eBay inventory and just stuff like old buyouts that we used to do from, bulk liquidation lots, different stuff like that.
It feels really good to start over.
Yeah, we deep clean everything. So we went through literally piece by piece. I took I don't even know. It took me probably a week and a half. I went through every single item in every single bin that I had upstairs, and I cross-checked eBay. If it wasn't selling for at least $30, if the stuff that I got for $1 and sells for 20, I'm keeping that. I'm selling that. But I just tried to maintain like strict ASP of about $30 for myself. Granted, I bought it for under 10, hopefully in like the 1 to 5 range. But I went through piece by piece and took a long time, but got all of that done. We brought over the good stuff. We did 2 liquidation sales out of the old warehouse. Martin. With the $5 super chat, new YouTube channel. Who dis? We should have opened up with that. That would have been so good.
Thanks for the super chat, Martin.
Martin's the smart one. That would have been a great title for this video.
Martin has a YouTube channel as well, Real Life FBA. Go check him out.
When he starts posting videos again, there'll be a new YouTube channel there
Yeah.
too. We've all been
Right?
busy.
I know. It's
We've all
like
been
we've
busy.
all been just slammed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, going back to somebody asked how we've been with COVID. And I mean, COVID has, I think everyone has felt the effects of COVID in certain ways, like your kids aren't going to school or you've been laid off, but we've been super blessed. We've been hauling ass the last 6 months because there's been so much business on the prep center side, on our own eBay or Amazon buying and selling. We can't keep up right now. It is bananas.
Yeah. We just literally interviewed someone like an hour ago that we're going to hire on part time.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of it. It's just
Yeah.
open Q&A night. I know a lot of people here on the YouTube side that aren't on Instagram may have tons of questions, what we've been up to, everything like that. So it's just open Q&A night. And then we'll just get back into our weekly live shows. I've already been recording videos again. So like the liquidation sales that we did just to get rid of everything. We even, on the very last day, it was 2 weekends for 2 days. So 4 total sale days. On the 4th day, we threw $sign out, $1 for everything. And some stuff we gave away for free to people.
Yep.
But it felt so good. We made about $3,000 on that liquidation sale. Stuff that we considered junk, not worth much, we made $3,000 on. And I recorded everything with the liquidation sale. So I'm going to sit down, edit, and start getting some videos put back out for you.
Yeah.
And now that the prep center is getting a team behind it, so it's not just us, because in the beginning of any business, it's you as the owner putting in the legwork. So we did that. We're now in nine months. We're almost 9 months deep in this. We started like rough start in
I don't know
December.
if we can count December. It was like such a rough start, but yeah.
So
I mean,
basically since January, so almost 8 full months, we've been just hustling and grinding, building this thing ourselves. And then we brought in our team, which you guys now know, Jamie and Ryan, have always been part-time. We plugged both of them on a lot of eBay stuff because that's what part of the business was. And then we pulled them off of eBay. Now they're both, how many hours do we have? Probably 40 or 50 hours between the two of them.
Between the two of them, they're doing about 60 hours a week.
Yeah. So we have those two, like those are our prep team right now. Trista's mom is now on the team, which has been a lot of fun. So we have like our own little team.
His mother-in-law is here and he says it's fun.
I actually do love my mother-in-law, believe it or not.
She's awesome.
Some people they don't like their mother-in-law, but yeah, no, genuinely thrilled to have her on. So she's great. And she's one of the hardest freaking workers you would ever meet.
She outworks us.
It's hilarious.
We're like, Mom, just sit down. I'm really tired and I feel guilty that you're
we're
still going.
Okay, we're going to take a lunch break. She's like, okay, let me finish all this first.
She works so hard.
No, she's been great. So that's like our team. It's a total of 6 of us then. No, 5 of us. 3 of them, 2 of us.
Yeah.
So we have a team of 5 of us running the prep center.
If you count Isla, then there's that too.
There's like a quarter, Ty is another 3/4.
Yeah.
So we have like one other person. So if you guys follow our Instagram, we post pictures of like them hauling boxes. Pretty cute.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the team. That's been a huge chunk of our lives the last 3-4 months. Back early when COVID kicked in, you guys all know if you do Amazon laid down the wall, I guess, put up the wall. We couldn't ship anything unless it was the essential categories. So for those of us who personally sell a lot of toys and electronics, that kind of stuff, to have that go up and we weren't able to ship for a few weeks scared the crap out of us. I'm sure it did with a lot of people. So we did the switch a lot of people do. We went to FBM, merchant fulfilling, pretty much on a full-time basis for that. And that's when the prep center kind of scaled because we had clients that were shipping essentials already without COVID and their businesses blew up, which means they sent more stuff over. And then we decided, you know what? It's an opportunity. We're damn good at it. Let's just make that pivot. And that's kind of why the prep center grew as fast as it did, because we made a decision to cut off a lot of other stuff. We gave up some income streams to focus on this because we knew it would be a lot of work up front. But once we have a team that's running it without us, then it's a rock solid foundation and huge asset for us too as a business. And then we can come back, which we are now, and produce content, do more of the fun stuff, right? Because prep, it pays the bills, but it's not a ton of fun, right? Doing the stuff like I sold a action figure or it's not technically an action figure, but I got back into eBay again. And so I found a figure for $7.99, sold for $60 last night. And I shipped it out today. I got like that newbie high again. I was so pumped to get back into the eBay grind. So that for me is the fun stuff. We love the thrifting, the garage selling we were talking about earlier.
I know we're like we're going camping this weekend.
Oh man, we're going garage sailing
and
too.
we're going garage sailing. We haven't been garage sailing in
a while.
I took Titus a few weekends ago just to get out of the house,
Yeah,
but it was not like our typical. We used to like go garage sailing. It was like our date night.
Man, that was our Friday grind for a long time.
But we just like leave early in the morning. We go get coffee. We just hang out, drive around, and find cool stuff. So it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like we have changed a lot, but then kind of our foundation is still the same. Like we still love the treasure hunt. We love finding those awesome things to sell on eBay. And although our eBay numbers are down quite a bit, I know that potential is there. So it's really exciting to think about like growing that up again. And I honestly like can't wait to get this place finished so that I can get upstairs and start working on eBay stuff again. Like I'm excited for that.
And the cool part is because we deep clean so much of the old stuff that's not worth more than 15, 20 bucks, the stuff we have upstairs now, we do have it's not as big as the other one was. It's got
like
ceiling,
half the size.
Yeah, it's got ceiling height though. The other place, if you guys follow us on Instagram, you know that was like 5'2" in the upstairs, so I didn't go up there ever. But this one's actually got full height, so we can put shelving and go vertical. But the stuff we brought over is awesome stuff. I mean, I found a couple figures that are worth 200 bucks each.
Yeah.
And they were unlisted. And not so much you, it was my issue, but I had a lot of really
I'm gonna
great.
say that like most of my high dollar stuff was definitely listed, and Charles
It was a bad habit.
Charles likes to buy things.
I love buying, but yeah, the listing part, I'd find great stuff. That's not the issue. It's doing the listing. That's why the prep center was even born, because I talk to new sellers all the time that onboard with us. It's always the same story. They're like, I love buying. I have no problem finding product, but it sits in my house. Yeah. It's stored in a corner because they don't want to prep and ship. So that's where this business came up. So I need to get on the listing game.
Maybe you should get a prep center.
Maybe we should get a prep center for listing.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because you were bringing over all the eBay inventory, and then Jamie, who used to do a lot of the eBay photos for Trista's clothing, Jamie was like, "So, are you going to put me back on eBay?"
She's like terrified
because she loves the FBA
like,
side.
Please don't put me back in the closet.
Yeah, so we're keeping both of them on the eBay or the FBA side. We're just going to personally do our own eBay account for a while, and we're hiring a couple more people right now. So maybe
getting ready for Q4.
Maybe one of them will take up the at least the listing part, and then I don't mind the shipping part at all. I actually like the shipping part. Yeah. Go from there. So
yeah.
How are you all doing? How's everyone 3 months of cray been?
Yeah, there's all these people saying hi. We haven't seen everybody in so long.
It's been way too long.
I know. Anyway,
Hey, Cindy! I think this is the Cindy that I actually met here in town.
Nice to finally see you.
Came inside of our warehouse sale, if I remember right. Yeah, so feels good to be back, ready to produce some content again. I've definitely been itching to get back into the YouTube scene.
Yeah, Charles has asked me like 10 million times. Seriously, not that many, but quite a few. He's like, we got to do a YouTube, just get into it again. And it's not that I've been reluctant to get onto YouTube. It's just that literally up until last Friday, we were moving. We had 2 warehouses for a month. Yeah,
we did a slow. I'm glad we did it that way. It was like a slow transition.
We did a slow transition. So we weren't like moving everything all in a few days or a week. It was over a whole month. But it drug out for so long. I feel like we should have just done like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
We would have done it.
Month, so
it's funny how, like in school, you have an essay due.
Yeah.
And you have a week and a half to do it. You put it off, and magically it gets done the night before. That's how we treated this whole move.
Yeah.
The first week, I don't think we touched the other place. We spent 2 days moving the prep center here so it can just be operational right away.
Right.
And then we were just here shipping every day, so we didn't touch the other place.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 weeks, we got in there, started cleaning, and that last like 3 days was just like grind it out, get it done.
Yeah.
So today, not today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Thursday. So now we're 4 days in with no other warehouse and just this one. It's been super nice.
Yeah.
We've been done by like 5 o'clock on shipping.
And then we get to go home.
Then we get to go home like normal people. So that's been great. And then the prep center side's been scaling quick. So our goal right now, we try to push out about 1,000 units a day. Sometimes that's between 2 clients that are more heavy hitters, volume people. Sometimes that's spread out over 6 smaller sellers. But our goal right now is 1,000 a day, which we're pretty consistent,
yeah.
With. And that's shipping days. That's not like 30 days out of the month. That's just really 4 days a week is all we ship for the prep center side. We take Tuesdays off as our family day. That's kind of like our adventure day. We get out, go to the beach, hiking, all that. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the shipping days.
Yeah.
Hustlers are back, baby. Square footage now is 2,000. And if you look on paper, the old place, and you guys here on YouTube have seen tons of footage of that place, so you probably have a good aspect of how it was laid out. So the old place was 1,800 square feet. So on paper, we only upgraded by 200, but it's laid out in a completely open space. So and the ceilings are taller too. It's way bigger workable space for us. The other place, it was 1,000 square foot bay, the open floor. We had about 400 square feet as our upstairs and then 400 square feet as this separate little shop. And the shop had a small door, so we couldn't push carts and stuff like that through it with all the boxes.
Yeah, so, our delivery guys hated
they were
us.
Not fans. They were not fans.
Because we would make them bring, on Mondays, we get between 100 and 150 packages. So they had to bring those through a man door. They did not like us at all.
Nope.
It's not like we were upstairs or anything. So that's nice. But yeah, I mean, this is a much better situation for us. And we actually have 2 bay doors. You can't see them, but this box pile right behind me, the camera's backwards. I can't see. Right there. There we go.
There. We'll do an official walkthrough tour on YouTube once it's all cleaned up. But inbound.
So that is inbound. Then this over here is outbound.
And then everything gets prepped, and then everything's put on the outbound, and then we have daily UPS pickups that come and pick up. Usually we'll fill up. Wow, which way is this thing going? Usually we'll fill up 2 or 3 pallets worth of boxes. I mean, that could be anywhere from 20 to 40, sometimes 50 packages a day going back out. So yeah, that's been life the last couple months, just growing and scaling this thing. And now that we have the team, we gave them more hours. We're hiring on more people. You're looking for about 2 people right now. So that's going to give us the ability to have time to do more eBay, to get back into our own content and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be nice.
Yep.
What's up, Thrift School?
Yep.
Off to work we go. Absolutely.
I have been back to Goodwill. So we're in Oregon, and things started getting, we started going back going into phase 2. I don't even know. Time is irrelevant to me anymore. But I think about a month ago, we started kind of getting back to normal as far as stores and retail shopping. And so I've been going to Goodwill maybe once a week. I do not know what's going on, if they're just donating everything to the outlets, or I don't know what's going on, but there's nothing good.
Yeah. And we're hearing that from a lot of people in different states, where I'm sure Goodwill is sending just mass amounts of stuff to other centers. Or their own website. Some of them are palletizing it. We can't all be as crazy of a deal hunter as Harry Tornado. Shout out to Josh, who picked up over 17. He picked up almost 30 pallets out of his Goodwill. So cheap. I saw his vlog.
Gives me anxiety.
I'm just I'm so jealous right now, because I would buy all the pallets I could, just because.
This is why you need partners, because if you give that scenario to one person, person's either going to be oh, hell no, or they're going to be let's do it. So
they're going to be like me and Josh, who are let's buy them all.
Give and take. I'd be
such gold in there.
Maybe not 30.
And I've been watching his content too. If you guys don't follow Harry Tornado, by the way, one of the real ones, hands down one of my favorites. So go check him out. Not a sponsored post, by the way.
Yeah.
But just he's already been selling. He sold one of the PS Vistas for $100 something bucks. It's just been crazy to see what he got out of there. But that's what some Goodwills are doing, is they have so much, they're just palletizing, selling it on the floor. Our Goodwills around here and some of the other people we've been talking to, they're just garbage right now. I went in like 2 weeks after ours opened back up, and it had been closed for 2 months.
Yeah,
at that point,
something like that.
And I love sourcing electronics. So of course the
Yeah.
electronics is my home base. I like scan everything. I know where everything is at.
And our Goodwill doesn't like clean out very well. So
No.
like you'll see the same things there for
And that's what happened.
2 months.
After it opened back up, it had been
Yeah.
closed for 2.5 months. I saw the same items with the same stickers on them.
Yeah.
And we watch them because we drive by it every single day when we come here. And we watch just lines of cars dumping stuff.
I mean, COVID, like people were like, I guess I'll sit at home and go through that closet that I hate, you know? So like everyone was getting rid of stuff.
Mhm.
I don't understand where it went,
Yeah.
except for, you know, maybe their online store.
My
or
offer
something.
still stands with the manager I talked to. I offered $1,000 a month to have access to their back room. Just one time a week.
That's very generous.
I would pay
of you.
$1,000
I
a
don't
month.
think I'd pay 1,000.
I would happily pay 1,000.
No way.
I've made so much money out of that Goodwill.
No.
That would be so nice.
You're crazy. Hey, Chris.
Christopher Grant. Sorry, Chris. Martin already beat you to the who dis. Good thinking though. Jennifer asks, are you guys going to do some teaching to be in resellers vlogs again? Yes, we are going to be doing vlogs. I'm currently actually looking into a potential videographer. Come in once or twice a week, do some clips for y'all. I have the same issue I've always had. We love producing content, but I hate being the one that's like, okay, hold on, I got to stop, record everything we're doing, and then get back into my flow. Like when we're in our flow, like I don't want to stop and have to constantly take clips. And yeah, I can use a tripod and all this stuff. It's just a lot of micromanaging my camera. And I hate that aspect of it. That's why we don't produce a lot of vlogs anymore. We used to do a lot more. So if I just had somebody in here with a camera, it's just taking some clips throughout the day. I don't mind the editing. I actually love editing. I think it's in a weird way relaxing at the end of the night. It's one of my ways to just unplug from the day. Super weird now that I say it out loud. Like work in that aspect is relaxing to me. But it's one of those things if you enjoy doing it, doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
So we're working on hopefully some type of videographer soonish. We'll see. The other aspect of it too that's hard is we have client product on the tables at all times when we're shipping through the day. So
yeah, we had to like look back here and we're like, we're not going to be giving away secrets here, right?
So to take clips and vlogs throughout the day when there's client product in the background, like that's actually pretty tough with movement going on to blur the background like that. So we just have to be a little creative on angles. So that's another aspect I'm trying to work around.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows a videographer in the Oregon area, please send them our way.
Yeah.
I actually met somebody at our warehouse sale. He came to pick up Funko Pops, and turns out he's a videographer. He was on his way to a wedding, so he's the one that may actually be our videographer now.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to have someone that's super local because we live in a pretty small town, so it's hard to find people that are that tech savvy.
Absolutely.
So
Steve asks, how are you implementing Airtable in a prep center environment? Airtable, if you guys are not familiar, it's very versatile. You can make an Airtable, which I just tell people it's like fancy and visual Google Sheets.
Yeah.
I have no other way to explain it. So you can create it to be like, you can make to-do lists with it. You can mold it and shape it to whatever you need for your business, your life. I know people that have their own personal like life tasks on there. So we and our team, actually Dylan Carter, who is part of our prep center, he's one of the founders of Aura, if you don't know, but he's our tech guy. So he created this amazing layout in Airtable, which is what we use for our clients to track what products are inbound. We know ahead of time what is the ASIN they're going to use, their buy cost, all the information we need, because we actually create the inventory lab shipment for them. That's something that not all prep centers do. Some of them you'll go back and forth. The prep center will make you create the batch based on what's received, and then you go back and forth. It's too much back and forth.
Yeah, it's tough because a lot of I would say 90% of the people we're dealing with are OA. And so not everything gets shipped right away, or things come sporadically. And so then it's, or things come damaged, which is kind of awful and makes a lot cold.
Oh, you could talk to my returns department over here.
Yeah.
Returns are
feelings.
definitely a
I have
bigger
my
beast
feelings.
than we thought it would be. We're working with it.
It's like a whole other beast that makes me want to cry.
It's
but
also
that's
because we don't charge anything to handle the returns when we probably should, because we spend you spend hours per week.
We spend so much time doing.
You spend hours per week handling return stuff.
It's true.
But yeah, so Airtable is just an awesome program for a lot of stuff. We've found a way to use it, and it's very streamlined for what we do with shipping.
Right. And Dylan has built out extensions to make it more what we need.
Yeah.
So that
it's very specific to what we do, because not only that, we're using Zapier to trigger automation within it. And then that communicates with Slack messages, which go to our client. It's just like, I can't tell you the exact in-depth process he built out or how he built it.
Yeah.
I just know what the result is. It's happy clients and speed. It comes down to this. Speed and communication is the game with being a prep center.
Yeah.
Speed and communication. Those are two things that a lot of clients, I've talked to literally hundreds of people at this point, specifically about using prep centers. And I've talked to a lot of clients, and I always ask them, have you used a prep center before? And if so, what were some of the issues you wish were resolved? And it's always coming down to speed and communication. And we have found ways to solve both of those. And that's why we have a wait list of almost 200 people for the prep center.
Yeah.
And we've done zero marketing. You guys haven't seen us advertise it. I've done like 3 swipe ups on Instagram, but we haven't blasted it publicly on YouTube. We haven't done marketing, no Facebook ads, none of that. And it just comes from, we have a following, but it took us years of producing free, valuable content for everyone here on YouTube, Instagram, etc., for us to be able to launch something like this. And it's a very valuable service for people. So it's just kind of building itself. We just have to figure out, okay, what are the bottlenecks? Who can we plug in to fix that? Or what resources, tools, softwares can we plug in to fix that? Yeah. That's kind of the game.
Yeah. It's so much. Going back to Airtable, it is leaps and bounds above Google Sheets.
Oh man, we were using Google Sheets.
We were using Google Sheets for a while, and
that was rough.
Dylan was like, "What's going on? Like, what can I help you guys with?" And I'm like, "Well,
we need something better.
I cry once a week because of Google Sheets. So how can we fix that?" He's like, "Oh, I got this."
Yeah,
so it was really good.
So it's been great.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyday FBA, what's up, man? Side hustle is back. Yep, we are doing them well. Busy as crap as everyone else is, because Amazon is just a beast right now. Like this is Q4 style selling right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Amazon.
A little scared for Q4.
You've got Amazon fulfillment centers that are extremely backed up. We even saw with multiple client accounts, including our own account, SMF3, which is down in California. That's like the main center that West Coast goes to for us. And that's usually the cheapest shipping option. And all of a sudden, shipments weren't going there, and they were being split to other places.
For like a week. It was kind of
and then all these all these articles came out, and I mean, the centers are just full. It's insane. It's not even Q4. So if you guys are going to be planning on Q4 inventory, ship that now, because by the time Christmas gets here, maybe it will be checked in. Usually the day after Black Friday is what we call Q4, but like we're in it right now. Sky said we call it Q6. Yeah, by then it's definitely Q6. We get extra Qs this year. But now's an amazing time to be selling on Amazon. I mean, things are selling. It's all heightened, right? Everything's selling faster and for more money. So right now is an amazing time, not to mention the BOLOs. Like there's literally hundreds of BOLOs you can go double your money on right now. It's stupid.
Yeah.
So that's the nature of the game we are in.
Yep.
I'm curious how everyone else is doing though.
Yeah. It's the first time we sat down today, and I'm like,
oh, it's kind of nice. I sat
won't be doing no more work today.
I sat all morning though. Trista and Jamie busted out a 900 unit shipment.
You helped a minute.
I helped for a minute, but I had to play catch up on all the online work that I've been putting off all week. So I had to take the whole half of the day. So I've been sitting all day, but I got up and prepped some stuff and boxed like 3 things.
Yeah. Can't wait until our kids can work more.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so nice.
I'm teasing. I wouldn't use my children for labor.
Yeah, watch it. YouTube's gonna flag this account now.
Totally kidding.
Sky hired my mom on full time since the start of the pandemic. That's amazing. That's a family business right there.
Doesn't it feel good though to be able to help support your people?
It does. It's so weird. Like I actually just did payouts. So we pay out our people on the 5th and 20th each month.
Mm-hmm.
And so yesterday was the 5th. So I paid out our 3 people that we have on, and it was the biggest checks they've gotten. And they were bigger than what we used to make at our old jobs. And it, like, for a second when I sent the PayPal, I just had this moment of like, we're supporting people now on like an actual financial level.
Yeah.
It's just
good.
Super weird. Yeah, it feels great. It's just weird at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we used to rely on those types of checks to survive, like paycheck to paycheck.
Isn't that crazy?
We did that grind.
Yeah.
We know that grind. We know what the red feels like.
That is why people do these side hustles, because like $600 every 2 weeks isn't going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Phil said, I accidentally found your YouTube channel in March 2019 for FBA beginners. Today I am a low 6-figure seller, all because of your channel. Thank you so much.
What?
You have no idea how thankful. That is amazing, Phil. Congrats.
High five.
Air fives. Well, I guess in COVID days, it's the
elbows.
The elbows.
So over COVID.
Oh man.
Can I just say? Can I say that I'm over COVID? I'm so tired of it.
A little bit.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, she'll.
Don't get me started.
We'll do the after dark session. Yeah. You can vent. I feel like you need a podcast for that. Trista's afterthoughts.
No one.
Would anyone subscribe?
It would just be this incoherent string of like
just
complaints.
Just call it Rabbit Trails. I can literally make a podcast called Rabbit Trails.
Nobody wants to hear that.
We do not currently have any private label products. I've had this brand idea for like 2 years and would do very, very well. And I have the domain and all that stuff. I bought it 2 years ago. So we have a brand and like 10 products we're ready to launch.
We're thinking long tail here.
It's definitely gonna be a long tail. I've had zero time, and not to mention the capital needed, because this type of product launch would be a little bit more on the spendy side. So it's a lot of capital put up front, and then the time it takes to put into it.
Right.
Once
you have to, like, once you decide to do private label, there is some time you have to put into it. It's not just like hire a VA to do everything. Maybe people are doing that, but I feel like, especially for what we would want to do and brand, it will require some love.
It's going to be a time suck for a while. So once the prep center is fully operational without us, that's our end game. We want to get the prep center to the point where the team runs it. Like, we'll do, the marketing. We get to hop on podcasts. We get to handle. I love dealing with the clients, so I do phone calls with the clients. Any issues they're having, onboarding calls, I love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
But to get the physical prep and shipping part out, once that's run all by itself and then the capital starts to build up, that's where I'd love to be able to launch.
And I feel like we're close with. We're getting closer every week. We get a little faster, a little more efficient, and the people who work for us are definitely at a point where we can just put them on a shipment and with confidence, they can do it from start to finish. It's just the speed, like getting them a little faster and just getting really, honestly, more hands in here.
We can't all be as fast as Trista.
Well,
we can try.
I hope that you can aspire to be.
I need goals in life. Shout out to Harry Tornado with the $10 super chat. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. So happy you're late. I plugged you earlier. I got to redo the plug now.
He paid the $10.
He paid the $10.
He can have his plug.
No, we appreciate it, man. Yeah, we were talking about Goodwill and how some of them are batching up into pallets. So of course I had to bring up your crazy haul, 30 pallets. So jealous. People say you're not supposed to be envious, but I was damn envious of that. I would love to go clear out some pallets out of the Goodwill.
I think Charles told me, like, the moment he saw that video, he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is insane! Can you imagine?" I just thought, like, dear Jesus, no, I can't.
The crazy part is how many people, and I know Josh in his video had brought up like other people were there buying them, but how many people passed on these pallets just thinking they're loaded full of junk. Like if you've been in the liquidation or pallet game, man, there's gold in there.
Money. And I don't know. It would be, I'm sorry, Josh. I haven't watched any of the videos, but was it, I know, I have been a little busy.
I support Josh's
so
channel.
Weird. Oh,
Did you guys miss this or what?
Oh boy.
I miss being on YouTube. We get to hang out with our e-friends. Hello, e-friends.
Anyways, I was wondering if Goodwill kind of cherry picked the good stuff off the top, or if you got like so much just raw
Josh,
donation.
Would you be mad if I flew over and we can go get some pallets? I'll help you process them. That'd be fun. I'll wear a mask. I'll be safe.
Oh boy.
I think I've been itching to get a liquidation pallet of some sort because we did so many of them with our warehouse sales, and I haven't done one in 4 or 5 months since our last big warehouse sale.
Yeah.
I haven't done a pallet in 5 months. I'm itching for something. I'm itching. Yeah, I was gonna say if they cherry picked, they need to hire someone else for the cherry picking because he was pulling out video games and
that's great.
I saw his recent sold video. Sold the PS Vista for Vista. I always say Vista for over $100. Just crazy good finds in there. It's true. The flight would be tax deduction. I could probably get a crazy cheap flight right now too.
You might get COVID on the way though.
I might get COVID on the way. We'll wear a mask. It's fine. It doesn't spread if I wear a mask. That's how it works.
Oh man.
Please, no internet trolls trying to call me out with sciencey stuff.
Take your science and get out of here.
Take your science and get out of here. No, it feels good to be back.
You guys, we're too tired for this.
We are exhausted. It's been a busy week. We have shipped.
It's been a good week though. Like I feel like we've been really on it. We've been on.
Yeah. The cool part recently has been in the last 2 weeks since we increased the employee hours and really just like fine-tuned our systems. Like we have rock solid systems for doing the shipping process now. It used to take us we always start at 9 a.m. It used to take us up until 9 or 10 p.m. at night to ship 1,000 units. And that doesn't sound like much if you're thinking on easy to prep wholesale stuff. That stuff is like super easy. That can get done in a couple hours.
Right.
But with online arbitrage, we're dealing with a lot of just like 3 of this, 2 of this, 1 of this. It's a lot of unboxing. It's a lot of prep and stuff like that. Yeah. And then it takes a lot longer to prep this stuff, especially with the bubble wrap, the poly bags. It's a lot of prep involved. Yeah. So it used to take us 12 hours to do 1,000 units. And now we start at 9, we're done by 5 most days. So that part for us has been a huge win because now at 5 o'clock, we get to relax. Yeah. I've been able to like hop back on Facebook and start doing more Instagram. And now we can start doing more YouTube and bring back in the fun parts of the business that we even started in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it feels good.
Yep. Logistically, like the only big problems were that
cue the scientific YouTube trolls.
I know, right?
I feel like that could be a t-shirt. Scientific YouTube trolls.
Logistically, like the biggest problems with moving was just getting our packages forwarded to the right location,
which we did have issues with USPS. UPS and FedEx, simply because of our drivers, were phenomenal.
Bananas. They were so good. If I could give them each $1 million,
we gave them Gatorades. No, we like you. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but like we tip them, we take care of them. They're good. But no, we developed great relationships with our drivers for UPS and FedEx. We never interacted with our USPS person because we didn't have a lot of USPS. It's just a lot of FedEx and UPS for us. So because of those relationships, they don't technically do like a forward on addresses. So what happened was our drivers, knowing that the packages would be sent back to their terminal, and then they would have to relabel them and then redistribute them, knowing that our drivers would go off their route to come here and drop off. Luckily, we're less than 10 minutes down the road from the old place.
Still, I mean, it was disrupting their normal flow.
Yeah, so they were so phenomenal.
Amazing.
And we get over 100 packages a day. You guys can see that back there is all inbound. That's all from this morning. So we get about 100 packages per day, sometimes more. I think our biggest day was like probably 175, 200, something like that.
I don't count.
So we had over probably
It's too
1 or
much work.
2,000 boxes get forwarded here because of UPS and FedEx. They were phenomenal. USPS are having a little bit of issues. We had some packages just get sent back. We had packages that showed delivered at the old address when they never were. So that's where we had a few issues. Luckily, not a lot. Out of a couple thousand packages, it was less than 20. So percentage wise, it's great. But that 20%, like,
it does. It's
it
frustrating.
stings a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I want to make
frustrating for
everyone
our
happy.
clients who are like, you know, they didn't ask us to move. Obviously, we're growing quickly, so we need the space, and they understood that. But I would say logistically, though, that was the only hiccup.
That was. Everything else went smooth.
Everything else went really smooth beyond the fact that we have too much garbage. Like,
which we've resolved.
We have resolved. Like, we were going through as we were moving and getting rid of.
I don't know if they can see it. I was going to try to bring the
eBay
webcam out
stuff
there.
that we-
If you guys have a lot of extra cardboard, because you can imagine 100 boxes like this a day, we're opening and prepping and shipping, mountains of cardboard all over the place. Turns out, I don't know if this is true for everyone, but we have a local recycle center that brought us a huge blue recycle bin for cardboard for free, and they pick up for free. We never called on it because we thought it would cost money.
I thought it cost money, so I just figured, like,
Turns
I
out
guess
it's
I'll go to
free.
the cardboard center every week, sometimes twice a week, and fill up my SUV.
Yep.
Literally.
And that's what we were
And
doing.
I've been doing this for no reason, apparently.
So you can get those for free. They have small ones and big ones and bigger ones. We probably need the bigger ones soon because we filled up the big one within 2 days. It was filled up. They pick up once a week.
Yeah.
So that's where logistics on cardboard has been solved.
Mm-hmm.
Logistics on air bubbles, because as you guys can imagine, when companies like these retailers ship to us, they put air bubbles and craft paper and dunnage inside of these boxes. We produce probably 3 or 4 big garbage bags of that per day. And there's literally a stack in that corner, a stack in this corner, and there was a stack at the old office. I put it up on Facebook Marketplace for free. Now we have a guy that's picking it all up once a week. So that's been great. So little tiny hacks like that definitely save.
What kind of tape gun do we use? Charles has also gone through about
I've gone through a
17 different brands of, and everyone he finds issue with. I think the white ones that we like are Uline, right?
Yeah, just the basic Uline. But I will say this, 3-inch tape. If you're not using 3-inch tape, just do
Your
it.
life will change.
Your life, you can never go back.
You'll never go
you
back.
Just can't. So with that, I tried a bunch of the different mouse traps and all the different ones on Amazon. Nothing has been as smooth and easy to work with as just the basic Uline tape gun. And if you order in bulk, so we order typically in batches of 48, so they come in cases of 24. I don't know if they do it with the 24, but if you order 48 rolls of their Uline tape, you're going to pay up. They make their money on the shipping. There's a hefty shipping cost with that. But they send a free 3-inch tape gun every single time. We have, I don't even know how many we have now.
10.
We have backups to the backups.
I'll send you one.
It's actually not a bad idea. We have a new one over there, I think.
Yeah.
We'll hook them up. So the Uline tape gun, so far, it's heavier than some of the others, but it's been the smoothest that we've worked with so far.
And if the box isn't really heavy, you just have to tape it one time instead of 2 with the 2-inch tape. So that's nice.
So it's been great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amazon Dad with the $5 super chat.
Hey,
been following you guys
you.
since you were in your garage. I just got into liquidation, selling wholesale. Love this side of the hustle. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support.
I sometimes miss our garage.
There's days I definitely miss the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Things are a little more complex now.
Charles is considering doing a buyout, and
did you guys know JCPenney's is liquidating? And did you know
I'm on board for this buyout. Usually he has to talk me into it.
Shocked me.
I'm not this cranky person that I must portray online.
No,
However,
not
I
cranky.
just have to be convinced. I'm not like, I don't just jump on the bandwagon. I have to be convinced. And he's pretty good about it, convincing me most of the time. But if we do this buyout, I literally will have to clean out my garage and put most of this as we work through it in the garage, because we're approaching Q4 and we're pretty full in here. It's getting a little crazy. So yeah, I kind of miss our garage sometimes.
I do miss it sometimes. Yeah. You'll definitely have inventory in there soon.
I know. That's what I was thinking. So I'll be going back there.
There's JCPenney's locations obviously closing, which a lot of brick and mortars are going to be. And typically there's a whole liquidation process. They bring in the guy who liquidates the fixtures and all that stuff. So I went in looking for pallet racking because obviously we just moved in here we've been in here a month, but I need pallet racking all along this inbound wall just to get everything off the ground and more organized. So I really don't want to buy it new. So I'm looking for used racking. So I went in there looking for racking. Turns out they have nothing. It's just a small little back stock room that they have. But it turns out it was the liquidator, not the guy who knows the liquidator, which is some cases. It was the liquidator for a lot of the West Coast stuff. So now I have him as a contact. So he basically said, tell you what, come in 10 days before we close, which is September 27th. So on September 17th, I have permission to go in there and become the end buyer, which means you pay pennies sometimes. But the deal is you have to take all the remaining inventory.
Yeah, you don't get to cherry pick. They literally throw it. Hopefully they'll put it in Gaylords for us, but
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I think we show up and do that part. But yeah, you get stuff. I mean, I've seen people do buyouts where they're paying 5 or 10 cents per unit. And obviously being JCPenney, it's going to be a lot of clothing, maybe a handful of shoes, but a lot of clothing. And we've done very well at our local sales here that we've done. At the old place, it was the warehouse sales. And now we have a perfect little slot of parking lot that's our personal parking lot, which we can easily do some sales out of there.
Yeah.
So if we can get stuff for, under 25 cents a unit, sell stuff at $1 to $2, it's just high volume at that point. Run a couple sales. We're looking at doing that, or lot it up, sell it on eBay. We can even do resellers.
Or store it in my garage for 6 months.
Or store it in there for 6 months. But it's almost, I don't know, it's almost too good to pass up on. So, because we've done a little bit of buyouts before. We cleaned out you guys pricing the ShopGo video.
But that was different. That was
way different. That was the business equipment.
I felt like that was like the most scavenging that we could get.
Straight up. We got none of the actual ShopCo retail inventory. It was just their leftover business stuff. Like
fixtures, card readers, cash registers. If the world ever really does end, I know how to take apart a cash register.
In what scenario do you need to know how to do that if the world is dead? Zombies coming. Hold on, I need a Phillips head and an Allen wrench.
I don't know, for scrap. I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah,
I'm your girl. I know how to do it.
Yeah, and then I also got to go into the back of a Toys R Us, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got to take out their backroom servers that we freaking made money on. That was great. So yeah, we've done a couple of those clean outs as far as the leftover business stuff. We've never done a clean out like this where you are the end buyer of the inventory.
Yeah.
So it will be very picked over. So you're not going to get everything that was yeah, you're not getting the Nike jackets for 25 cents a pop. Right. But usually you'll pay the guy $2,000 or so. You guys, obviously we have to negotiate and figure out what he wants versus what I want. But we'll go in and hopefully numbers work out where we put up, 1,500, maybe $2,000, but we get thousands of pieces of inventory.
Yeah. When you do these, you have to be okay with liquidating on several platforms. Yeah. You can't just be married to eBay, and you can't just be married to Amazon. You have to be okay with Marketplace or, Craigslist for the bigger items, or, Mercari or Poshmark or whatever. But if you were just going to put all of this, if we were going to just buy everything off of JCPenney and put it onto eBay, it will sit for a very long time. Yeah.
And you see all the time, people will say, I had this listed on eBay for 6 months. I put it on Poshmark and it sold in a day.
Yeah.
Or Funko Pops. I've seen a lot of people say it was listed on eBay for 3 months. It sold in a day on Mercari. So multiple platforms. And we've preached that for years. That's Side Hustle Network. You got to have multiple side outlets for this kind of stuff, and especially your inventory.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Amazon sellers that just sell on Amazon. They have no desire to do eBay. And I get that. If you watch older footage of us, I would constantly just ream eBay. I did not like eBay. I did not like the format. I hated the fact I had to list all my stuff individually and ship it individually.
Right.
But once I got into it and started seeing the opportunity, it was phenomenal. And I even had somebody on Instagram asked me yesterday. They're like, hey, do you think eBay's worth it? And I said 100%.
Yeah.
It's different work. It's hard. It's not that it's more work. It's just different because you can put 40 hours a week into eBay or you can put 40 hours a week into Amazon
results will be totally different.
You're going to have pros and cons
Yeah.
to both. So it's like, why not just have a healthy mix of it all? If you have an item, cross-list that thing on different platforms because you have different sets of eyeballs. It's just like YouTube. We took 4 months off of YouTube, and we've been posting on Instagram daily.
People thought we were dead.
And people were messaging like,
Yeah.
hey, what happened to you? I'm like, we're fine. Do you not follow? They're like, no, I don't have Instagram. So like, because we weren't on multiple platforms as inventory, right? We're missing out on an opportunity to help people here. So that's where, I don't know. It's just,
It's okay. We're back.
we're back. It's fine. We're good. Marianne, how's it going? Economy or industrial? I use the industrial, I believe. Where's their tape box? I can show you the exact.
It's right there. Look, those are more bubbles right there. There they are. The camera's backwards.
Here you go.
I can't get it.
You're looking at Uline industrial tape S-445 2 millimeter 3-inch 110 yard. Get the 110 yard. I accidentally ordered the 55 yard last time, and we burned through that pretty quick. So yeah, there you go. Screenshot that order. And this is not an affiliate post, by the way. I wish I got paid to Uline. Hook us
Yeah,
up. Give me some
right.
free tape.
I would die if we got a Uline
And this is the tape gun, by the
partnership. Yeah,
So
that's
just a
a good one.
way. Side loader, 3-inch wide tape. Like I said, it's a little bit heavier. I mean, you get used to it after a while, but it's a little bit heavier than some of the small, nice mousetrap ones. There's nothing wrong with the mousetraps. They're a lot. How do I explain this? There's a lot more tension. Like when you're pulling,
Yeah.
there's a lot more tension to pull on. This one's a lot looser on the tension, but
So like when you slap it down on the box, it doesn't always catch right away, and so you have to make sure that
Yeah.
you hit it at just that right angle. Whereas the white one that Charles showed you, is like way more user friendly.
yeah, I've been a big fan of that. I keep going back to those. I've tried a lot, and I just keep going back to it.
Yeah, we paid money. We paid actual money for a
I
couple
paid
of them.
friggin'
Yeah,
$30 for one of them. I still never returned it.
Charles said that too. Once you go to 3-inch tape, you'll never go back.
Cheers to that, my friends. Primetime treasure hunter in the house. What's up?
Hey, we drink at the same time.
Hey,
Good job.
wasn't even scheduled to be that way.
Somebody drink will make
Oh
coffee.
no, it's gone. Yeah, tell you what. Ever since running a prep center and now doing scale, we're doing between 10 and 15,000 units a month right now, and it's just going up from there each month. I've become obsessed with everything dealing with tools like
Yeah.
tape guns, supplies, resources, shelf, like carts. I get extremely excited about that stuff. Every little, it's annoying to Trista, but I'm obsessed with this idea of saving 5 seconds and just little tiny hacks.
Because if you do that over the course of 1,000 times,
No. If you do it over the course of 10,000 times, you're going to save yourself. What was the math? It was like 100. No, not 100. It was 13 point something hours per month. So all this stuff we've been wasting time doing, like walking
Yeah.
back and forth when we could just bring the thing to us and then do that. That was adding up to 13 hours a month. And if we're paying an employee to do that job, that turned into whatever dollar amount that we pay them. So just stupid stuff like
stupid
I
stuff.
kept, picking up the Sharpie to write on boxes. I'd pick the Sharpie up, take the cap off, right, put the cap back on, put it down. I'm like, okay, that's wasted time. So I need to build something like cut some holes in a piece of wood and put it on there. But on the side of one of our shipping carts, I taped the cap to the side. So now I just have the pen taped to the side. I pull it up and the cap comes off automatically, right, and then put it back on. That could be a good PL, just some little like stupid pen cap. I don't know, something.
duct tape, but okay.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. T-shirt idea with the tape gun on it and say I'm working with 3. Yes.
Oh man.
Yes. There's a whole stream of T-shirts I can come up with when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's all kinds of I'm actually wanting to start doing a hack series because I I watch a lot of content now, you know, whether it's lean management. If you're into warehousing and logistics stuff, lean is a huge arena of just different stuff to implement. So between that and just like other YouTubers I'm watching, they're always talking about different hacks in different ways. I'm now creating ways in the reselling space to do some of those hacks and coming up. What was crap? I forgot. What was the one I came up with today? Ooh, heat gun.
Oh yeah, this is actually a good idea.
So this was another one. If you're constantly, we had a line of products. There were over 100 products that had clearance stickers on them. We had to take off, and they were pain in the butt. So we had to heat gun each of them.
Just to, we don't normally do this. So if you're looking for a prep center peel stickers, sorry, we like you, but
it was like a one-time.
We don't like you that much.
One-time deal. So I was picking up this heat gun, put it down, or you can do multiple in a row. Sometimes they cool off too quick, so I do 2 or 3 at a time. So, you know, hit a couple, put the heat gun. So there's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like much over 5, 10, 20 units, but we had over 100 units. I'm like, well, how much time did I just waste putting the heat gun back and forth? And you can attach it overhead and then just turn it on and do it that way. But then you still have to reach up and turn it off. So then I'm like, you know what? They make foot pedals that turn things on and off, like an outlet. So what if we mount the heat gun pointing down over the table, and then we attach that to the foot pedal? Then you can turn it on and off, and then just bring the product up and do it hands. I guess it'd be hands free almost. So that was another reseller specific hack that we came up. I don't know if we developed it. I'm sure somebody's doing it. But yeah, all those little efficiency hacks. I want to create some type of video series out of that. Because there's other nerds out there like myself that would love it. Not many. It might get 10 views per episode, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because if it helps somebody do that. One of the recent ones that Dylan Carter, one of our business partners, he actually flew up here in the old space when we were a baby prep center. And he came in because he's amazing and phenomenal and obsessed like I am with all this lean management and saving 5 seconds here and there. So with the dunnage, air bubbles, when you guys are messing with that stuff, you know, you're unpacking boxes or whatever, typically we would just throw it on the side of us on the floor and then clean it up afterwards, or you can put it in a garbage can, but you're like constantly going back and forth. And then Dylan was looking at that and watching us work, and he said, why don't we just do this? Put a bin under, we had 2 tables, right? Instead of the tables being together, split the tables a little bit and put a bin under there. So when you're opening the box, you just slide the dunnage and it falls down into the bin. So you can have a garbage can preloaded with a garbage bag. We just have big bins. You guys can see one of them right there. Well, 2 of them, I guess. So these big bins catch our dunnage, and then we empty them out at the end of the shift. So that's been great. So these little tiny reseller hacks, I want to start doing some content for you guys on that. Do you guys focus entirely on retail arbitrage or liquidation too? Actually, not much of either the last couple of months. It's been all online arbitrage.
RA has quickly dried up. When COVID first hit, a lot of our stores around locally, and we're willing to drive an hour and a half to do RA. So all of those stores started putting quantity limits on a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And it was too much. And then just the idea of we didn't know a lot about COVID and what was going on. And it was just like, we don't really want to be in stores right now. So we kind of, like Charles said earlier in the video, we pivoted quite hard. And
yeah, so our own personal sourcing, all online arbitrage. We've done a couple, I guess it's not true wholesale, like ordering from a brand, but we have a couple distributors we order from. So we've done a couple buyouts. One in particular, we just wholesaled out to, we sold 540 units. It was put onto 2 pallets, and we'd made $7,000 profit on that deal. So there's some of those wholesale buyouts that we've done fairly well with. That's kind of like bread and butter items that are selling for us right now. But online arbitrage has been the game. I went out one day 2 weeks ago almost. And like right now, Walmart clearance is phenomenal if you know what you're looking for. And so I bought out 4 carts worth of stuff, still sitting in my office because we've been focusing on prep center clients. So I need to ship that stuff myself. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing, is just a lot of OA. Mr. Ashish
is here. You're awake.
Ashish, my friend. Ashish is our lead virtual assistant, which he's not really a virtual assistant anymore. He's
like
local.
buddy.
He lives an hour away. I mean, this guy's just been phenomenal, a major asset to our entire business that we run here. So we appreciate him.
And he's awake.
And he's awake.
He's not lazy. He's just very busy.
He's an extremely busy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate every second that he helps us out with. Yeah, Sean, 100%. He said efficiency is key. Many people don't realize those seconds add up. I need to streamline my whole office to make it more time manageable. What are your thoughts on printing your labels for eBay? Like how we do them, we just buy the shipping through eBay.
Yeah.
I guess, if we have a lot of products, we do the bulk shipping. And so we'll go through, package stuff up. We write the zip code on there so we know we can match up which label is going to where. You can write you'll do like the ounces. You'll put weight on there too.
Yeah.
So you can match them up. But just the typical bulk label option is what we do there.
We have a Rollo, so that saves time.
I found a use for Dymo, by the way. Very, very useful thing. I need to do a video tutorial on how to set this up and use it properly. Dymo turns out, so you get the 4XL, which is the shipping label one, the 4x6. You can set that behind a Rollo and feed the Rollo the printing label. Since the Rollo actually prints normally and doesn't jam, it's been beautiful. So I found a great use for Dymo 4XL. So if you guys buy a Dymo 4XL and then when it craps out on you, you could just use it to feed a Rollo because the Rollo won't do that.
Oh boy.
Rollo, please sponsor us.
Yeah, you're not gonna sponsor from Dymo.
Actually, I just realized we are doing a sponsorship thing with Rollo. Yeah. I just forgot about that. I got to email them back. Sorry, Rollo, you're on my to-do list.
All right, I gotta go get our kids.
Oh yeah, we got kids we gotta get.
Yep.
I gotta finish shipping.
They're cute.
They're cute.
They're little.
Man, when was the last time Isla was on here?
I don't even know.
She was baby back then. She's up like running and growling at people and
just like growl at people.
Not at people too much. So Titus, he's 5 and he's a boy. He's just obsessed with like dinosaurs and loud. And he does this like deep growl that she started doing, and it's pretty comical.
It's hilarious.
We have to get that on video before she stops doing it.
She like pushes her.
She gets her neck back.
And she goes, ugh. It's not very cute when I do it, but it's hilarious.
She's just this cute little like bundle of joy, and then
yeah, we like her kids, so I should probably go get them.
Man. Ooh, that sucks. I bought 3 Rollos, and all have been lost in the mail.
Oh my gosh!
Ouch.
That's crazy. That's really bad luck.
Ouch. Yeah, probably should reach out to them if you haven't by now. That's an issue.
Terrible.
I wonder if they're shipping it because it comes in its own like box. I wonder if they're just putting the shipping label on it and somebody's seeing it's a Rollo and like, oh, just take one of those. Mark it as lost. It's like I forgot what channel it was. I've become obsessed again with Pokemon cards, and there's this large YouTube channel. I'm sure someone else watches him. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head, but he unpacked a base booster pack and got one of the $50,000.
Is this
Charizards.
The ShamWow guy?
The ShamWow. Oh, she's not a fan.
It's like the ShamWow guy, but for Pokemon. He's
great.
loud.
I love him.
Oh my gosh,
love him.
It makes my teeth grind.
And he sent it in for grading, and it got lost in mail like a month ago, and it's still not found. And I just every time I watch an update video, I just feel for him. It's not even about the money. It's like, yeah, that's a ton of money. It's the card though. If you're a true collector, it's more so about the card than the actual dollar amount.
Yeah. All right,
crew.
Nice to see everybody.
Feels good to be back.
We're back.
If you guys like this type of content, maybe we'll come back and do more.
Maybe.
Do you guys want to see a live show? And that's like an honest question. Because if you guys want to see a live show, we'll come up with, it'll be a new time. Probably won't be Tuesdays at 5. That's like that's our actual day off now. We do family adventure days on Tuesdays. So beach and hike and all that stuff. But probably Thursdays, fairly light days, Thursdays, Fridays, something like that.
Something.
So come up with a weekly schedule for you guys if you are interested. So if you're watching the recording, please comment below. Hit the like button if you haven't already, because you guys know what it does. Gets the video out to more eyeballs, right? So yeah, if you guys want to see more content, if you have any requests on videos, please please comment below. We'll come up with a new live show schedule. Hop on here, start bringing on me. We'll do some like guest speakers and stuff like that coming up.
Yeah.
So
we're back.
We are back, my friends.
Haha.
Derek,
thank you for the super chat.
Thank
Derek.
you so much for the super chat, my friend. You guys have an amazing evening. If you have any questions, I am very active back on in the Instagram world, so you can shoot me a DM there. It's the Side Hustle Network, because somebody took Side Hustle Network and doesn't use it, and they won't give it to me. The Side Hustle Network.
He's not sad about it.
I'm not sad about it. I'm not been out of shape at all. So we'll see you guys over on the Instagram side. Until the next video, peace out, crew.
See ya.
See you later.
Bye.